What's up, guys? I'm so glad that you're just in time. Just in time for what? I'm gonna tell you. Just in time. Hey guys, so if you guys remember, a while back I did a short little sharing, not really a talk, kind of a sharing, because I'm graduating, so it's kind of like little bits of advice from a third year student to a junior. So I told you guys how to put it up, so here it is.
So, what should year 2 Sem 3 students look out for in year 3?
Your thesis. Definitely look out for your thesis. Because actually what I did was that I went into year 3, before year 3 I already had a picture in mind as to what I wanted. So actually by beginning of year 2 I had already set out a list of potential thesis topics for myself. But if you're already in Sem 3, you're already entering, then I would think to find the field that you want to go in first. But again, this is specifically thesis because to me subjects is just, as long as you're not failing them, then that's fine already. Yeah, so just make sure you have your thesis in mind so that you don't huru hara in the last few semesters.
Talking about topics, if I don't know what topic I should pick, where should I start?
Start with what interests you. And if you tell me that nothing interests you, then that's your own fault. Because like if to this point you still have no direction, I won't judge you if you have no direction, but start with, because your thesis topic can literally be anything you want. So if you like video gaming, find something that interests you about video gaming. If you like singing, if you like all this kind of stuff, incorporate that into your thesis. Because what I did was that I was interested with parenting styles, I was interested with depression, I was interested with how overall performers, top scorers and stuff like that, which is why I chose the thesis that I chose. So kind of narrow it down from what you like.
So what other advice do you have on thesis, like from supervisors to ERB?
To be honest, nothing specific because you can learn all that on your own. No point like I sit here and tell you what you're supposed to do with ERB and stuff like that. You're not going to listen to me anyway. I guess also just find a supervisor. It goes back to being self-aware and knowing what you want for your thesis. So I knew that I wanted to work with a supervisor that number one I like and number two will not push me. Because there are certain lecturers, I'm sure you guys know, they are very particular with certain things. I don't roll that way. And I want very, very chin-chai, very chill, but I will still get my stuff done. I ask you, you tell me, I ask you, you tell me. So because I already know that I'm independent on my own that way, I don't want someone like on my case all the time. So I guess that would be the only piece of advice.
So, what's your favorite elective and why?
If we're being honest, almost nothing. Yeah, almost nothing. I guess the thing that I took away most from was counselling, but that's because I came into the degree knowing that I wanted to do counselling. But for an elective that I enjoy will actually be anything that Dr. Choi teaches. Yeah, because she's extremely thorough, and I think she really prepares us for the real life, the real world that's out there, in the sense that she does not she doesn't spoon feed you. And a lot of students don't like that, which I find extremely ridiculous because here you are complaining about the education system, but when somebody actually gives it to you real, then you complain also. So I find it that how she structures her courses and stuff like that is extremely very hands-on. I guess the correct word would be hands-on.
So, okay, how do you balance your life throughout your...
Wow, this is a good question, right? I do a lot of things. So one thing that this is not going to be advice that you'll hear from other students, but I would say don't just focus on your studies. Yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, to me, I don't think it's that important. Although I'm not asking you to fail. I'm not asking you to be the slacker. I get my work done, although I get it done a bit last minute as opposed to everybody else. But my results are not, it's not subpar. It's all pretty okay with everybody else. I would say the more things that you take on, the better you will learn to manage your time. Because if you only have one thing to do, right, and you have 6 hours lying around, you're still going to find you're busy, even though you have other things to do. So I would say right now is a time for you to experience stuff, be it getting involved with clubs, getting involved with NGOs, getting part-time jobs. Now is the time to really get that exposure.
Should I consider extending my semester in year 3?
I would ask why, So like if it's just because you feel like you personally cannot handle it, then go ahead lah. But for me, I didn't want to study any longer than I had to, so that was never an option for me.
Last question. What is one advice you'd like to share? It can be on anything, uni or life related, your favorite quote or like a word or anything.
I'll go back to, again, if we're in line with university students, don't just study, so do other stuff besides study. Be it again, or if it's getting a job or getting involved with club activities. Don't graduate from the degree just with that piece of paper that said you finished the degree. At least have some other form of experience, even talking to lecturers and stuff like that, because once you graduate, these opportunities will no longer present themselves. So I would say don't make studies the number one thing in your whole life.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much for watching that short little sharing, and if you noticed, I'm in a different background again, so I'm really keeping you guessing as to where I am. I have loads of other types of content coming your way. I'm really excited for you guys to see them, so I can't wait. Thanks for watching.